Alright, so in this fabulous world of just going through it, I finished up my rehab, the first order, 12 days, and my last day was Friday, and I got my evaluation, and she's like, oh, I don't know how much more we can do for you, and I'm like, I took 16 steps, that's it, they weren't like walking steps. I had both hands on the parallel bars. Now, sure they were steps, but now I need to be able to have my legs get used to holding this big ass up. So, I have a 99-day order, 3 times a week for 6 weeks. And I said, well, what about that? And she's like, well, try to get in with your place. And I'm like, here I am trying to get better, trying to get back on my feet, and people are throwing up walls and roadblocks and speed bumps and swerves and curves. And I'm just not having this shit. Here it is, doing everything I can, and people don't want it to happen. What in the hell is going on? She goes, oh, I'm not abandoning you. I'm going, well, you're kind of, if you're not going to help continue, helping me out, you're going to get paid for it, come on. I go, the place where I'm at is shitty, and they, the building has to pay for it. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks at 3 times a week. That's 6 times. What am I going to do in 6 times? Stand up a couple times? Shit, I need to balance 400 pounds on some legs that, that are used to be very strong. But I haven't walked on them in a long time, so it doesn't seem to me to make any sense that when they give you the tools to get what you need to get where you need to go, then all of a sudden the people that are in charge of the tools don't want to let you borrow them all. It's like if you went to, if you were working in a garage and you didn't have a certain wrench you needed, and the guy next to you didn't let you borrow it. Like, dude, I'm right here. You can't let me borrow it. It's not like I'm the guy who borrowed your wrench and didn't clean it and give it back. And it's just very frustrating. I get this bullshit here, this bullshit here. So I'm gonna, of course, advocate for yourself, people. Advocate for yourself. I'm gonna make calls to my primary doctor, which I see on Monday. I'm not even going to have to call him. I'm going to go in there and talk to him. Then I'm going to call my insurance company. And but my doctor is really good about shit, so I might get him to do what he's got to do. Or, I got a 99-day order. I could probably go to Tampa General, whatever. I could go somewhere else. Did it once. I'll do it again. Shit, I want to walk. I'm ready to get the hell out of here, folks. And move forward, because once I get out of here, I don't know if I'm going to be in an ALF for a little bit or if I can move out on my own. But I have to go to an office 2 weeks before I leave to get that stuff in motion, and I also have to go to another office to get that stuff in motion with a cab that only takes you to doctor's appointments, anything that's medically needed and such. But oh well, hell with it. I'm gonna get it done. But so that's the new swerve going on. So now a little bit of the old. When you're living in your car, you must find a place in the daytime where you can, you get out. And I couldn't, at the time I was in my car, I really couldn't walk. My legs were all messed up, had ulcers on them, flies would come around because that was open wounds, but they were covered. But, flies can smell everything. So you have to find a place in the daytime where you're not bothering anybody, where there's plenty of trees. So I used to go to the park, and it was right across from the zoo, and I never had a problem. I'd finish my paper out, go park there under a tree, do some stuff, fall asleep. Of course, eventually get woke up by the noise. But, that was a good spot. And, of course, you cannot sit in your car in Florida with the windows up all the time. Either you have to get a fan and make sure you charge your battery every, 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever. So, I would just start the car and use the AC. And I had a fan, but it killed my battery, so I knew better than that. But you have to have a bathroom around. Of course, here's the park. Bathroom's right there. I used to drive up from the place I was, park right in front of in the building, get my walker out, hobble in there, use the facility, do a little wash up, use the bathroom, and then move on out of there. But, sometimes you had there was a place that would bring the mentally challenged people to the park. And, one day, some dude came in and he left his diaper in there, I mean, damn, I got to go to the bathroom and there's a shitty diaper sitting right there. I bitched at the guy. Their leader, whatever, came and cleaned it up. And then one time I'm in the stall and some dude just starts, I don't know if it was one of them, just some dude, it was a black guy, I could tell, because he knocked on the door. Hey man, you there? I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, I'm in here. So he starts pissing on the door, on the floor, right in front of the door. So now I'm in my socks. I didn't even wear my boots because, I took them off for comfort. Man, and with my limited movement, I did circumvent the urine. I came out hot, and I saw a guy walking away, and he kept looking back. So I said, "You're a fucking asshole. That's fucked up." Whether it was him or not, maybe whoever it was heard me, and I didn't care at that point. I'm handicapped. You're gonna come over and hit me? Bring it. Whatever you got to do. So that's what you got to do in the day, and then you just go through a normal day. I mean, I can't really walk very much, so I do a little exercising, but for the most part I was just a lump. But it was just survival, just playing out, better than under the bridge, because if I was under the bridge I never would have made it. So I made it in the car under the tree. Excuse me. So, occasionally there was other homeless people. There was a husband and wife, and they had a little pickup with a camper, not one of the pop-ups, but a full walk-in, extended here and there, older style, but they had that, and they came over and talked to me one day, brought me a sandwich, a nice big hoagie too. And, they were homeless, and they had just come to the park because they were going to a church in the area that, as long as they paid the tithes for the donation to the church would let them park there at night. But in the daytime, they couldn't, so, they wandered over to the park. And they were nice. I only saw them, a few times, but, we conversed a little bit, hey, how'd you get here? Doesn't this suck? How you going to get out of it? Just that kind of talk. But that's it, it wasn't fun. I mean, it was, I did it. I'm here to tell you I did it. It's not for everybody. Especially in Florida. I'm sure if we were in Arizona, the kind of way the weather's going the last few years, I think it's everywhere. So, but it's extra hot down here in the swamp. So, just try to do your best to keep out of being homeless. And I'll tell you about the shelters the next round. So I'm Nuke. It's Saturday. No, it's Friday. No, it's Saturday. Saturday night. And I'm out.